What's up, Jays fans? I'm your host Peter Vryonis, alongside host Nick Gosse. We got some news. We got some news coming out of Toronto. Brandon Belt has signed with the Toronto Blue Jays on a 1-year, $9.3 million deal. It's not cheap, but what it means to me is that he's going to play quite a bit in his time with the Blue Jays. So I'm excited. He's a World Series winner and a guy with some experience that'll help a lot at the first base position and just as an overall lefty bat.
Yeah, I'm super excited for it. I know some people are, questioning it. Tons of people in the chat already. I was reading some of the comments before we went live there, and I agree with a lot of you. So, yeah, so I think it's 9.3 million. Peter's also not from his normal setup. He's at his friend's house. He went live from an emergency setup, so the quality won't be as good, but we'll live with it. And
Yeah.
I'm excited. Just I think in 2021, last year he was obviously riddled with injuries. He had 150, I believe, plus WRC plus, which is crazy. I'm gonna go show you guys some tweets in a little bit. Baseball Savant, we'll break it all down and we'll discuss it
Yeah.
with you guys for a little bit. It won't be super long, probably 25, 30 minutes, but we wanted to get this out because finally a move was made. How you doing, Sawyer, Alan, Anthony, Matt with the emotes? I don't know.
And another,
I love the
yeah,
news.
yeah, another thing here in his last healthy season in 2021, 97 games. It only took him 97 games to hit 29 home runs,
Yeah, he's
which is
power.
crazy power from the left-hand side. Now, there's Dalton Varsho as well on the team, but this adds another lefty bat that can drive it out of the ballpark in those small yards in the AL East. So this is a good add, I think. And in limited time, he won't play every day, but he can play a little bit of corner outfield. He can play some first base. He can DH every now and then. When he's in there, he'll be very productive for the Toronto Blue Jays.
No, yeah, I agree, and I think I'll go over some tweets. So I saw I think a tweet from Blake Murphy or something like that. He can fill in for Vladdy now as well when he wants a day off or needs a day off. And I'm also gonna ask about this. We'll probably have a video on this. But people are saying, sorry, it might be the end of Kevin Biggio era. That's what some people are saying out there.
Well, I don't know about that.
So
Brandon Belt can't play any second base or anywhere else in the infield. He's a lefty, so
yeah, but
can't.
where's Kevin? I guess, but we have Espinal for second base. So like, I don't know, and Merrifield. So I mean I don't know. That's what they're saying. I don't know. I haven't
There's
thought
still no
about it
fourth
enough.
outfielder on the team. There's
Exactly.
still no fourth
I'll have to think
outfielder
on
on
the
the team.
Biggio thing, but I mean, as a lefty pinch hitter, you'd rather Belt. As a lefty first baseman, you'd rather Belt, though he can't play the infield. That's the other thing. TCU comeback. 2021 OBP was awesome too. No, his 2021 year was absolutely phenomenal. Does this mean Vladdy will DH more? Probably. I don't know about more. I mean,
Yeah, he's a very good first baseman.
yeah,
Very
so
good first baseman.
probably he probably will DH more, but at the very least, we have definitely a better, more capable backup DH. Yeah, Espinal and Merrifield for second in the infield. So I guess it depends. Depends what they do with Biggio. You guys been watching your videos for a while now. Can you explain to me who this player is? I haven't heard of him before. Former World Series champion. Um, Back in 2021, had a phenomenal year. Literally just a year ago. Signed McCutcheon. I would love that. That would be perfect.
Yeah,
If we get him, then the outfield is complete for me.
this is a good deal. This is a good deal for the Toronto
Phenomenal.
Blue Jays. I'm really excited. I don't really care about the money. First off, it's not my money, so I'm not going to care either way.
Yeah.
But second, it's also a 1-year deal, and an underrated aspect of this is that he's a two-time World Series champ with those San Francisco Giant dynasty teams. So this is going to be something that provides not only a great player to the Toronto Blue Jays, but some invaluable postseason experience. And that's what it looks like to me. They're getting Kiermaier, who made a World Series run with the Tampa Bay Rays, a team that's used to winning. Getting Dalton Varsho, a guy that goes 100% all the time. Now Brandon Belt, guy who was an integral part on those World Series winning teams, and he's no stranger to a deep playoff run. And Don Mattingly too. Can't forget that either.
And the Giants, I think, reportedly wanted him back, but we outbeat the Giants for them. SM saying what happened to him last year? Injury. Yeah, he was injured last year, riddled with injuries, which I'm sure affected his performance a lot. So now what with Biggio, future trade incoming? I was just actually speaking about that. It's possible. It depends how they value their. Obviously, Belt can't play any other infield spots, but yeah, I think Peter froze there. Oh no, he's not. I thought you froze.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Now I'm looking at the chat. I'm not used to this setup over here. I
I
got a
think my
couple of
Discord my
monitors
Discord
and
did freeze. My Discord did freeze, but you're back. Cheers, guys. Brandon is Peter's brother. Interesting. Hey, boys, where does he line up in the lineup? That's a good question, Josh. When he plays, probably 6, 7. I mean, it's hard to
yeah,
tell. I don't.
around there, around there. I'd even go as far as saying maybe fourth every now and
Could
then if
happen.
he's DHing against a pitcher that he hits well. The guy's got experience, and he's a big power bat. So not sure how much corner outfield he can play, but
Yeah,
he's definitely someone that'll give Vladdy a good day off every now and then.
winning culture is being inspired. We have Kiermaier. We have how many positions? First base, DH, left field technically, or at the outfield. But I don't know how much you got left. I think Biggio is traded for middle reliever. Could be very interesting. Let's get a like spike. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Daily J's content every single day. So if you like that, make sure to hit the subscribe button. What's up, guys? Love the signing for a
Who's our
one-year deal. Go ahead.
who's our fourth outfielder? Peter Christensen asks. It's a combination
Merrifield
of
right now.
Whit Merrifield right now and Cavan Biggio. So I still think Biggio's got quite a bit of value, and if he can play well early on in the season, I wouldn't be surprised if he plays more than Santiago Espinal if he's a lefty.
It's possible. I don't know where the. I feel like we're running out of room for everyone. We have Espinal, Merrifield.
That's a good thing.
It
That's a
is.
good thing.
He can play
It means
first
the
and
Jays
maybe
are
the
on the right
corners.
track.
Yeah, I don't know about the corners anymore. Maybe on like a. I feel like the only way he plays corner outfield is if we're riddled with injuries.
Yeah, yeah. He's not fast anymore. He doesn't have a good arm, but he can still hit that ball, man. Hit that ball, and he showed that in 2021, not long ago. Give him a healthy season. Give him some protection in that lineup. He's gonna flourish.
God, I was just thinking today how sick it would be to go live for breaking news trades on Shining. Yeah, well, we got not the biggest one in the world, though. Probably one of the bigger names that's left on the free agent market in general.
Yeah, yeah,
Depending how
I'd
you
say so.
consider. If he would have went free agent, if we would have made a signing for him after 2021 last offseason, we would have been going crazy. 150 WRC plus. I think Nathan Luce would be a sneaky pick at the fourth outfielder. I'm gonna look at a couple tweets here because I saw a few people saying some positive things.
You guys think Biggio can bounce back? I lost my hopes. I think he can. I think he can because he's not expected to do as much this time around. No, he's battled injuries the past couple of years. I'm not the biggest Kevin Biggio fan. I'll get that out of the way right away. But the guy is versatile. You know, he's a very good base runner, very underrated base runner, and just a versatile player that hits from the left side. So that'll help. That'll help. It doesn't matter what he's doing. It's a different element that the Jays have in that lineup when he's in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love the signing.
I love the signing.
It's very good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Very good
well,
signing.
it's like major
well,
echo.
it's a major echo.
Not sure why. Maybe it got away. All right, you're good now. That's weird. Setup's weird. Belt has something that people forgot. He has won 2 World Series.
Exactly.
Yeah, we
I mentioned that. Yeah,
He probably just
mentioned
got.
that.
No, it's a big signing. I'm excited for it. Really excited for it. There's the culture has shifted so drastically as opposed to the start of the season. It's kind of crazy to think about now how much our team has changed and much. I feel like I have much more higher hopes to win a World Series this year, or even just be successful in the playoffs this year with the changes, focusing on defense and I guess veteran
Yeah.
leadership as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. It's a culture change, and it's tough to see fan favorites go, like Teoscar Hernandez and Lourdes Gurriel. But at the same time, you look at the names that the Jays have brought in: Dalton Varsho, Kevin Kiermaier. It's just it's great. You know, it's great for a team that wants to change their approach. You know, that nothing is going to drop in the outfield now. I'm almost certain of that. And I mean, the weakest link on defense is Bo Bichette, who, if you surround him with very good defenders, I think is going to have a much better season than he did last year in the field. So it remains to be seen what happens. You know, I don't like overhyping the Blue Jays going into a season,
Yeah,
and I don't like when the media overhypes them either because then it gets to their heads. But at the same time, like, how can you not be excited about this team? The bullpen's better. The rotation is very good. You know, the lineup is balanced, something that has been lacking for years. Even when they had their playoff runs in 15, 16, they didn't have a balanced lineup. Now they do.
their depth
So it's
is crazy.
exciting.
Their depth is crazy. Is Espinal our only righty on the bench now? Um,
Uh,
y-
well, it depends. I
yeah,
mean, it depends if Jansen is playing or not. But Or whether Merrifield is playing or not.
I feel like on opening day, Espinal is most likely, going to be our only DH or our only bench bat. Let's move into Twitter now. Good signing. Not. Oh, Facade.
Facade, Happy New Year, man.
Thank you.
Happy
Oh
New
my.
Year. Thank you so much.
Oh. Happy New Year, lads. Here's a
Gener-
great start to the year. Very generous. Thank you so much, Facade. Hope you're doing
the
well.
generosity doesn't take days off, man. It doesn't take days off. Thank you so much,
Thank you so
Facade.
much. We'll give another
Appreciate
one
it.
in there for you. Hope you're doing well. We see you in the comments and all that. Thank you so much. Wow. That means a lot. Happy New Year, lads. Here's a great start to the year. Much success. Let's go, Jays. Let's go, Jays is right. They're developing a crazy team.
Yeah.
They're, I don't know. I'm just super happy about the team. Thanks again, Facade. It's always, you're always being generous. Are Jays getting a bit too old? No, they're only 1-year deals. Only 1-year deals. Can't complain about 1-year deals ever.
Let me say this. If Brandon Belt has a similar season to what he did in, I don't know, 20. Okay, let's say 2021. All right, but in less games. Let's say he does what he did in 2021 in 80 games. Is anyone complaining? I'm certainly not complaining.
Nope.
So this is 9.3 million for a 1-year deal for a World Series winner, a guy that can hit any kind of pitching that you throw at him. It's a good deal, man. It's a good deal.
I like it. Thanks again, Facade. It means a lot. How you doing, Ramon?
Yeah.
Raphael. Yeah, he can hit lefties too, but he won't be playing against lefties, I don't think, very often. But
Oh,
if injuries, he can still hit him, 250 against career against lefties, which is not bad at all. And wow, electric stuff. What's his role? Backup first
and
baseman,
another
DH. Go ahead.
yeah, another thing about Brandon Belt is that recently, since the shortened season, the guy has like discovered some power that was just not there early on in his career. Like the most home runs that he ever hit in a season was um, 17 with the San Francisco Giants in 150 games in 2013. That's when they were making their World Series runs. Now he's kind of changed his approach a little bit more strikeout in his game. But the guy's hitting for more power and he's getting on base at a ridiculous clip when he's healthy. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what he can do. It doesn't necessarily matter how often he plays, but I know that he's going to be productive when he's in there.
I would love Bichette at second if we had a good backup plan at short. Maybe if Berger can hang the big league level and moves Bichette to second. It's possible. I don't know if they would move Bo to second because of Addison Berger or anything like that. But maybe if they traded for like a next level shortstop. But I think Bo might, like Peter said earlier, bounce back defensive Facade again.
Let me read this one out.
Yeah.
My father had heart surgery and he came out the better. Feel blessed and want to return positive energy to the universe. I'm definitely going to watch more Jays games with my father. First of all, Facade, I'm going to use the example here of DeMar Hamlin, Bill's safety. You never take anything for granted in life, and if this is your way of showing appreciation, we really appreciate it. And like you said, never take anything for granted. My uncle was a big Jays fan. I would talk to him before every game, and he lost his battle a couple years ago, but we would always talk about the Blue Jays. He was the only person that I could do that with, and I never took those moments for granted, even though when he passed away, it was tough. But hey, man, this is thoughts are with you exactly, Facade, and you should never miss a Jays game. Never miss a Jays game, and take those moments in stride. Appreciate those moments that you have with your father. I'm sure it means a lot to him as much as it does to you.
Yeah, you said it.
Yeah.
You said it great. Prayers up, and I'm glad that he came out for the better. That's what matters. Life is the most important thing.
Exactly.
Thank you, Facade, again for the generosity. I'll throw one of these in your way. Unbelievable.
And hopefully the boys can go out there and win a World Series for the both of you because you're a very loyal follower of ours and we appreciate you and that's got to be you got to be a product of your old man as well if I'm not mistaken. So hey man, appreciate those moments and hopefully he can health and happiness to the both of you going forward.
Thanks again, Facade. How many homers do you think he will hit? How many homers do you think he will belt? I'm here all night. What's up, Lee? Maybe like 15 next year. I feel like that would be a reasonable number given the playing time and such.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take 15. I'll take that.
Brandon Belt also played decent defense. Oh, I didn't like him, but his DRS, yeah, he is a good defender. He is a good defender, and again, he won't be playing every day unless unless some stuff happens. But
But if stuff does happen, if guys do get
it's a good
hurt,
backup
you
to
feel
have.
confident.
Yeah,
You feel confident rolling Brandon Belt out there night in, night out because he's not a liability. He's not a liability.
Brandon Belt's a walk rate, and he's on a way better team. Well, yeah, definitely better team than the last year Giants for sure. And like we said, we beat out the Giants to get them, which is kind of Jays are beating out other people. More hitter friendly ballpark.
Hey Calvin, my condolences to you. I can't imagine what that's like for the both of you, but like I said, just health and happiness to everyone in this chat, not just you two. That's the most important thing, you know. Nick and I were blessed talking about baseball. We're doing what we love to do,
Yeah,
and for whatever reason, we have an audience. It still will never click in my head how people bear to listen to me talk day in day out. But we're thankful for all of you guys, and the new year we just want health and prosperity for each and every one of you. That's the most important thing.
they
And a
love
Blue Jays
they
World
love your hot
Series.
takes. They love your hot take. How many at bats seems reasonable this year for Belt? How many at bats? I'm gonna say games instead because that's easier for my brain to calculate. Maybe like 90, 100. I could easily see him playing more.
80, 8,200,
Oh,
8,200. Oh my goodness. Facade. Thank you
I'll
so
let you
much,
read.
Facade.
I'll let you read it out.
I really appreciate it. I'm sure my dad is looking forward to watching more Jays with me too. Hopefully this year the Jays can go far and hopefully win the whole thing. Would love to share the moment with my father. You guys rock. You rock too, Facade, and um, yeah, it would be super special. I never got to witness a Jays World Series in my life. What I did get to witness was a Raptors championship. Uh, actually, the year that my uncle did pass away. So I remember being on FaceTime with him the moment that that clock struck zero and the Raptors made history. That was a great moment for me. And hopefully your father can have health, continued health, and hopefully you guys can celebrate a World Series for the first time in 30 years together. That would be special. Nothing would make more sense than that to me.
Yeah, it. You know, the world works out funny sometimes, so maybe it'll all work out. Facade, thanks again, and you're very kind. I'll throw one of these in here
Very
again. Thank you so much. It means the world. Facade is so generous. Easy gain. Thank you so much, Facade. Nice ad, eh? Very nice ad. Nick, how much are they paying him? 9.3 million, Paul. 9.3 million. 1 year deal. He'll probably be used as trade bait if he plays good. I'd hope not.
Oh
But
no way, no way. There's no way.
unless we're doing horrible, that's the only chance.
Yeah, unless they decide to blow it up at the deadline. But
Thanks again, Facade. I don't words can't
yeah,
express. Thank you. I hope you guys can continue with the live stream jobs and great energy. We will. We're gonna be doing a lot more of these. We've been discussing that a lot recently. We're gonna go live as much as possible.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Let's get an update on the TCU Georgia game. It's not looking too good for the frogs. Frogs, baby. What's
saw,
going on
saw
there?
something saying the Jays beat out the Yankees for Verse show. I think it is the case. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
read the
saw
same
that too.
report.
I
Yeah,
saw that too.
that's great. Do you feel like the trade is incoming? I don't know.
It's
Also,
possible.
I guess speaking on this topic a little bit, prayers up to Liam Hendricks as well. We didn't touch on it in today's video um,
Yes,
because it
that's
was
true.
pre-recorded. But prayers up to him, and I'm sure he'll get through it. But hopefully he does.
Yeah, you go hug your dad,
Do it.
street
Everyone
pass.
should
That's
hug their parents. Be grateful.
like when I saw that Damar Hamlin incident with the Buffalo Bills, like tell your loved ones that you love them because it's life's precious, and that guy is just 2 years older than me, and seeing that happen is was very very heartbreaking. But hug your loved ones a little bit tighter into the new year because it's important.
We have another super chat from Johnny. Figured I'd show support for you two on YouTube. Well, I just want to hear you read this. Seriously though, you're enjoyable to listen to. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you
Thank you, Judy.
for the super chat. It means a
Appreciate
lot.
it.
Thank you. and I'm glad you enjoyed listening to us. We're gonna go live a lot more. I don't know how often yet, but it'll be
As
often,
much as we can,
as much as
as
we
much
can.
as we can. Nick and I are both in school.
Yeah,
We're
back in
busy
school.
men, we're working, but nothing we love doing more than
Nothing.
doing these videos. I look forward to them every single day, and it feels like a grind sometimes. It's like, wow, do we really need to record today? I don't know about you,
Always.
Nick, but
I love
I
it,
know Nick's
but
always ready.
I'm
Nick's
always
always
ready.
ready. He's crazy. He's
Always ready.
crazy. But like for me, like sometimes I think about it, I'm like, should I let Nick just go ahead today? But then I think about like, nah, man, something I look forward to
It's
more.
so
And
fun.
and and we pre-recorded a couple of our videos just to spoil it for you guys. And I felt empty these past couple days. I'm
Yeah,
man, what am I gonna do with myself? Like
it was
I
weird.
usually leave an hour in my day to record with Nick and talk to Nick, and we just ramble on. We don't even record half the time. We're just talking
Yeah,
and and it's just great. I love this community that we built here, and could not be more thankful for each and every one of you that are in here, and each and every one of you that have watched one of our videos.
means yeah, couldn't have set up better. So I know. Sorry about your Habs, Peter. They're down 3-0. Well, that's common these days.
Yeah, I know. It's all right. When Connor Bedard comes home, then I won't feel too sorry.
Lee, super chat. Don't worry, you don't need to sing a song. Much love from the East Coast. Shout out to the Christmas Eve stream. Thank you, Lee, for the generous super chat once again. It means a lot. And yeah, last time the Christmas Eve stream, that was a wild one. That's when we hit 5K subscribers. And now we're
Yeah.
almost at 6K. Time is flying. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you enjoy. Thanks so much, Lee. It means a lot.
Ramon, thank you. Thank you, Ramon, for your kind words there as well. Lee, we still got that video
Yeah, it's clipped
of
in the
us
Discord.
singing that one. It's clipped. If you ever want it personally, just reach out to us on Twitter or on Instagram, and we
I
can
can
send
send
it
it
to
to you
you.
if you're not on Discord.
It's a memory that you'll have.
School is important, but when you so focus on that when you can manage your thing. Yeah, you're right. School is definitely the most is very important, and I think we got a good rhythm going. Bet will be fine. It's only a 1 year deal. Don't worry about it. No, I'm happy with it. I know you guys didn't see it, but a sports highlight for me was watching the Jays win the World Series in '92 on the big screen at the Sky Dome. Crazy night. Wish I could have been there.
Yeah.
Huge year incoming for the channel. We hope so. I just want baseball to start. I really do.
Well, hey, if it's if the Jays do well, then we're gonna do well.
Yeah.
We work in sequence with them. So if they flame out in the playoffs, then
We'll have
maybe we
another
might get a
sad
little.
video. I'll make another sad video
Yeah,
like I did
yeah,
when they lost. Bell
yeah.
was 7-43 with no home runs in his last 15 games. Yeah, I think he was battling an injury, Matt. But
Hurt. He was hurt a lot last
hopefully,
year. Look at his 2021 year. That's what you got to base him off, and look at his entire body of work. The guy's legit. He's a winner. He's a consummate professional. That's what you got to look at, guys.
thank you, Street Pass. I'm glad we can provide content for you. Lisa, I showed that video of my girlfriend that video. She thought you had angelic voices. Peter kind of carried the. Peter kind of carried. Peter carried. Have you been to a real sports
Hey,
bar and
what
grill
can I
in
say?
Toronto? I have. I don't remember which one. It was a few years ago. Yeah, but I have downtown before Jays games.
I haven't been. I haven't been. I've passed by it a couple times though.
Yeah.
What's going on with my horned frogs, man? That's what I
Bum, bum,
want to
bum.
know.
We're gonna have
What's
watch
going
parties
on
this
over there?
season. Yes, we will definitely have some watch parties this season for important games. We definitely will. Maybe we'll have to arrange. We'll try to get one watch along in for the first series of the year. That's the one of the
And
games.
for big games,
Yeah, for
big
big
games
games
as
as
well.
well. Yeah.
Like let's say the Jays and Yankees are matching up in
Facade,
August. Oh my goodness.
man.
Oh my goodness. Oh man.
I
Facade.
don't even. I'll read this one out.
I don't know what to
I don't know
say.
what to. Thank you so much. Keep believing and working towards your goals and education. It will all come together. Much love and awesomeness is coming your way. Facade. Thank you so much, and much love and awesomeness is coming your way. You're good karma. Thank you so much, Facade.
Jeez, man.
This is.
This is just it's surreal. It's surreal.
Thank you
It's
so much, Facade.
I don't know what to say. Uh,
Thank you so much. I don't know what to say. This is Thank you. I guess that's all I can say is thank you and
thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Who is this guy? Passad is a legend on the he's a legend on the channel. He is
Yeah, yeah, very very privileged to have people like him and just people
everyone
like all of
watching.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone watching. It's when we first started this channel, like we kind of it was tough. It was tough because we didn't know what direction we were taking necessarily, and there were times when it was like, wow, what do we do here? And a lot of questioning between
We
Nick and
figured it
I.
out. We
We'll
figured
put
it
it
out.
that way, but we figured out what works for us, and like I said, for whatever reason, I still don't know
I know
how you
why.
guys listen.
I know
I
why.
can't even listen. I can't even listen to myself, man. It's like
You love your hot
I
takes.
oh I don't know what it is, but you guys were thankful. We're thankful.
You're
That's all I
making our
can say.
day. Every one of you watching. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And so who's leaving now? Belt is on board. Bijou Mayor for well, I don't know. We'll have to.
Johnny, that's funny.
Do you guys follow any other sports or plan to make any videos in other sports? There's other channels, other digest channels, Habs, Leafs, and Raptors as well. We're Blue Jays though. We're strictly Blue Jays,
Yeah,
and a bit of the
we
MLB
watch a
as
lot.
well.
We watch sports though.
Yeah, we
We
watch a lot of
watch a lot of
sports, but video wise,
watch a
we're
lot of
Blue Jays
sports.
slash MLB, mainly Jays. But we duck into MLB sometimes during the off season when it's dry. Defensively, 1000% better. Hope thanks again, Facade. I know we keep saying it, but this is
Yeah,
you're really 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 kind. Peter Bedard is coming to the Habs and running with Josh Roy. I missed the question
yes,
up here
sir.
from Johnny
Yes,
saying,
sir.
serious question. Do you think that the brass is waiting until the trade deadline for the fifth pitcher, like waiting to see if you Tiedemann come through and make a signing? I think it's very possible that they wait until the
Yeah,
deadline for their fifth pitcher. I think that's probably what they're doing. I think now their goal is a fourth outfielder, and maybe another bullpen piece. Probably those are the two main things. But yeah,
and
I think they wait.
yeah. And another thing is that once you get to the playoffs, you only need four starters. So maybe their hope is that they can buy time with Kikuchi and Mitch White, and that they can make the playoffs with the five-man rotation that they have right now, and then once they're in, they'll be okay, and they don't have to give up future assets for that fifth starter spot.
Nick, I'm so happy the Cardinals are finally finding Cliff and Keem. Me too. I am. I'm so happy about that as well. I meant to actually message you today, Matt, but I caught up a little bit. I'm happy.
That's awesome, Calvin. I I'd love to see Bedard live in action. I've seen Connor McDavid, and that was really something special for me. So I'm sure Bedard's on that similar level. And Kikuchi should be the fifth starter right now, Ramon. The way it looks like right now, he should be the fifth starter.
Nothing to thank me for, you guys. Bring so much joy and happiness to all of us. This will be second just a small measure of appreciation. Well, I'm gonna keep. Thank you for your kindness. Is it means the world to us. It really does, and
Yeah, yeah. Thank you,
thank you
Fasad.
so much. It means the world. Wow, what a stream. Offensively, Tapia is the guy we need to go after. Since it's pretty clear, Chappelle are not going to go after Reynolds. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to bring Tapia back. He actually had a fine year with the Jays last year. It was a silver trade. You guys say that we win the division right now.
I don't I don't personally, but I know Nick does. I still think the Yankees have the edge. Their lineup has stayed basically the same. Oswaldo Cabrera has another year of experience under his belt. The guy's really good, and they added Carlos Rodon, who's a legitimate Cy Young candidate. So I uh, I think the Yankees have the slight edge, but the Jays definitely closed the gap because they're a much better team than when they ended the season last year.
I think the Jays are gonna. I think they're gonna win it. But I can see an argument both ways. My worry is that it's 162 with 5 starting pitchers. Yeah, Tapia
Biased. You're biased, Nick.
probably. Though I think we're getting every day we're getting closer. Every day, Yankees haven't made
Yeah.
moves. We're constantly improving. So who knows?
This has closed the gap even more. Getting Brandon.
Would you guys
I
rather
don't
Duvall,
know.
Grossman, or Kutch? Honestly, Duvall's grown on me a bit, but Kutch I think is the guy I'd want the most.
Touch. Do you think the Astros are the favorites in the AL? I think the Mariners added some solid firepower. I honestly don't think the Mariners got that much better. They got Teoscar Hernandez, but uh, I think the Astros should be the favorite in the American League still, not just the AL West. I'm sure they'll win the AL West. Don't sleep on the Rangers though. The Rangers have a legitimate chance to challenge for a wild card spot. They've gotten
I
a
agree
lot
with
better.
wild card spot. I agree with that. I don't think they're
No,
gonna.
not the West though. Not the division. Mariners are still a better team than them as
How you
well.
doing, Legend? Hope you're doing well. I think the Astros still win the.
Yeah, me too.
It's too good. That said, the Yankees are often made of glass, and we'll see if they don't break. It's a good point too. The injuries. Facade is so crazy. Facade is unbelievable. He is. Kindness is. Is
We
unreal.
use the word a lot. We use unbelievable a lot,
Yeah.
but this is truly
It's really unbelievable.
like unbelievable. This deserves
That
the
word.
tag of unbelievable.
Astros just get better
Yeah.
every year. Sneaky offseason. Yeah, they constantly been winners. Obviously, they had their cheating scandal and stuff, but you got to give them props.
Lost Verlander though. Lost
They did lose
Verlander.
Verlander.
Yeah. But Christian Javier, an entire year in the rotation, got
so good.
studs.
Off topic, fellas, but when is the Rogers Center getting real grass? I remember hearing that they would have real grass some year soon. I haven't heard anything. I don't think it's a part of the new renovations this year, but maybe in the future they do that. Man, if we got Pablo Lopez now, then I would be overjoyed. But again, we always talk about the Ricky Tiedemann thing, so it's
But you probably have, like you said, you
Include
probably have to
Ricky.
give up Ricky Tiedemann, and I wouldn't do that. I think Ricky Tiedemann's got a higher ceiling than Pablo
Oh,
Lopez.
definitely.
But if you get Lopez, then you're definitely like in win now mode.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
for sure.
The Astros development is ridiculous, mind you. They had to go that route after the punishment. Yeah, they have a great development system. Your other guys in a trade for Pablo Lopez or any Marlins pitcher? Your other guys in a trade? Yeah, like Pablo Lopez would probably take Tiedemann, which would be a bit of an overpay, I think, from our side. I know the Marlins are shopping some of their other pitchers. I wouldn't mind Luzardo as well. I saw a couple tweets about that. That would be phenomenal. A lefty would be really nice, though. There's not too many of them on the market.
Trevor Rogers maybe from
Rogers,
the Marlins. Yeah,
Not against the signing, I just don't really get it. Yeah,
I like Trevor Rogers more than Pablo Lopez because he fits a little bit more, I think, and probably cheaper. But Pablo Lopez is better.
one sec. Peter, if you want to read the chat for a second.
Yeah,
it's
I got you.
Biggio for Alcantara straight up. I do that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I guess I'd think about it. Does Belt fit in the sixth spot? Probably.
There's it's gonna be so fluid.
Yeah. There's gonna be no set lineup, but I wouldn't. I don't know. I wouldn't rush. I don't know. I wouldn't put like Varsho fifth and Belt sixth. I wouldn't put two lefties back to back.
I feel pretty confident in the Phillies being favorites. The NL Facade says. I think the Mets will choke again. I also like the Phillies a lot. I do like the Phillies a lot. That's a very, very good. I feel like they'd be a good team to bet on actually to win the NL.
Yeah.
Who's your guys' Cy Young prediction? Mine is Javier and the Astros. Kevin Gausman. Maybe bias there, but
That's not bad.
the shift going away. I feel like it'll help him. I think maybe Kevin Gausman, especially if you're thinking about Jays and Manoa too, and then obviously all the other great pitchers in the AL. Maybe Luis Castillo as well, even though he kind of torched us in the wild card game. He could be a sneaky candidate. What do you think about Pablo Lopez and Miguel Rojas and giving Bo? I actually think we covered that in a video a while back. It was a trade similar to that. That's not enough for Bo though. Rojas and Lopez, unfortunately, it's just saw your thumbnail first.
Hold on, I got a question. I got a question for you guys in the chat here. Now, should we do a poll, Nick?
What is the question?
It's would you trade Ricky Tiedemann for Jesus Luzardo straight up?
I can do a poll.
Would you do that?
I'm gonna look at Luzardo's peripherals. Actually, you know what? We can look at them together.
Yes, let's do that. But we don't want to influence you anyway.
I don't think I would. I'm gonna go on to the desktop right now. So here is Jesus Luzardo's stats. You can see him here. Last year was very good. 18 games, 3.32 ERA. But before that, in 2021 and 2020, he had pretty poor years, and that was that's probably the reason I wouldn't.
He's young.
He is, and that's the difference.
He's so young.
That's the difference. So you're kind of either, like, if you were given the choice between Luzardo and Pablo Lopez, you know what you're getting for sure, but way less upside. With Luzardo, you have a lot higher upside, but you're a bit less shaky. Obviously, he has velocity. Let's see what the chat's saying. No, yes, no, no. Yeah, I can feel
I
why
would.
no.
I would. I would. I would definitely do it.
So he has 2.4. You're basically trading for like, I mean, realistically, let's look at his stat cast here. It's a very
And he's a lefty too.
I
He's
mean,
a
he's like
lefty.
so this was his Savant page in 2022. Some pretty decent peripherals overall, 85th percentile fastball velocity. Now, the question is like how good is like wouldn't you be you're kind of trading? They're kind of a similar pitcher in a way in the sense of velocity. Obviously, this Luzardo's throws a bit faster than Tiedemann on average. Only has 3 pitches. Honestly, don't know. Luzardo was a stud, and that's the thing.
Luzardo's
Yes,
further along. Luzardo's further along, and he fits your timeline to win right now.
if you're going for
Whereas if
next
you're
year,
waiting for Ricky Tiedemann, George Springer's going to be 35 by the time he's ready to go.
it's so tough.
So
I
that's
probably
yeah,
wouldn't.
I would do it.
I would not.
I would do it.
But again, we. I just think.
I would do it.
I think you like if you're getting someone like this, you're better off just taking not the risk, playing the upside with Tiedemann maybe, and just. But again, like I don't know. It's I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. Luzardo's a stud. That's a great question though.
I just think Luzardo finally figured it out last year,
And that's very possible.
And that's all it was. That's all it was. In 100 innings, the guy struck out 120 batters.
Yeah.
Like he's got legitimate strikeout stuff. Only 69 hits in 100 innings, so he misses bats. He doesn't give up contact. It's just the walks that might be a little bit of a problem. But he's only 25 years old.
Yeah.
And he has 4 years of control. I'm doing that deal any day of the week. This is what you want Ricky Tiedemann to be in the future. This is what you want him to be. But you're getting him already.
But
you understand?
He only had 1 year though. One good year. How the other years have been
horrible. That's what it takes. That's what it takes. He was also on Oakland in the years before.
That's true.
And that's never good. That's never good.
Andy, we're not eager to trade Ricky. He's just like because people ask us about potential trades, and the real only piece we have left to obtain a quality win now player is Ricky Tiedemann. He's the main piece we have, so that's why his name gets brought up a lot. And dude is what we want.
Did you do the poll?
Yeah, polls up. 81% say no.
Okay, wow.
Which I agree with, but I mean, again, someone made a great point here. I think it was Girish. He said, I gotta find it. Proven versus unproven, but you lose 2 years of control by going with Luzardo. So it's kind of, and again, he was 8th in Rookie of the Year voting in 2020, actually. So he had a solid 2020 as well. So it really one of the best questions asked. Phenomenal question.
I'm not hating on Oakland, but like, come on, who wants to pitch there? It's a great pitcher's ballpark.
Yeah,
it's a great pitcher's
let's call Ross and figure that out. I guess while we're
saying, let Ross cook, baby. Let Ross cook.
That pops up sometimes. We'll just shut up again, but
I'll read Owen's question here.
Sure.
Don't understand why people say Yankees are locked for the division. They ran on a hot streak that was lost near the end. They were historically bad in the second half. Yeah, they still made the ALCS, though. They still made it further than any team in the AL East, and they were cold. So I don't think Aaron Judge is going to hit 62 home runs again. But I also don't expect Josh Donaldson to hit 200 and Giancarlo Stanton to miss half the season. I don't expect that either. So I have them with a slight edge over Toronto right now, but I'd give it a bit of time there. We'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Nick, I'll be right back.
Yeah, sure.
Right back.
Sure. Thank you guys again. I'll end the poll there now. I'll end the poll. Thank you again for all your support. So 74. I'm gonna mute Peter here. Just deafen up real quick. Okay, 74% said 74% said no, which is very interesting. The future is now. Definitely do it, but it would probably take Martinez as well. Maybe. If you don't know who Belt is, Yankees got the division. Judge makes another 10 WAR season. I don't know if he has another 10 WAR. I'll take the over on Stanton missing 16.5 games. I think I would too. Do you guys think the starting pitcher Carrasco and third baseman Escobar can help the Blazers in a trade? I don't think third baseman. Carrasco could be a neat player though. You got to respect what the Yankees did. You absolutely do, and what Judge did. He had a record-breaking year. And guys, everyone watching, hit the like button. Let's get a little like spike and hit the subscribe button. Daily Jays content. We haven't missed an upload in like 100 days, something like that, or 3 months. So we got you guys with Daily Jays content. We're always on top of stuff, so make sure to subscribe if you enjoy that stuff. You guys from Toronto? No, I go there a lot. Peter's from Montreal. I'm from Newfoundland. Also, to add what I said, if other players are aging, so I don't see them edging out Toronto. They are definitely aging, though. I think they still have a chance. But yeah, from Newfoundland. He's a prospect still. Yeah, Judge Johnson would not hit 200. He's gonna hit 180. 180 would not be ideal. He is kind of washed up, though. I will agree with you there. He is. He's a little washed up. He's on a solid year though for his age. I'm way ahead as everyone like Belt. Red Sheet, we're liking it. We're liking it a lot, especially because it's a 1-year deal. Not too much risk. How you doing, DDC? Not too much risk. I mean, you can't really complain at all about something like that. It gives us some more depth. Peter will be back in a second. He's just gone for a second. Teacher period to watch besides the Jays. Big Raptors fan. What are your guys' thoughts on the Belt deal? Oh, and we're going to overall very solid. We're going to have a video on it tomorrow. We're going to have a full video. How you doing, Eric? We're going to have a full video tomorrow, kind of covering the move more in depth, our reactions more in depth. This was kind of just a last minute thing to get the stream up. But yeah, we're going to have a full video tomorrow covering the full in depth. But overall, we like it a lot. Defensively and bench has gotten much better. Completely agree. Much defensively. Where does he play? First base and DH, maybe the occasional outfield. Newfoundland, Montreal, yeah. The Espos come back.
What did I miss here? What did I miss here?
Nothing.
It's nothing.
Just ask them what our thoughts are on the Belt trade, and Eric joined in. I said we're gonna have a full video on that tomorrow again.
Will Peter betray the Jays? I don't know. Is that betraying if your hometown team gets a?
You can enjoy
if
both.
Your hometown gets a team.
You can enjoy both. It's like Nashville,
dude,
though, right? Nashville looks like they're gonna get their team.
That's a faux pas. That's a faux pas in professional sports. Toronto and Montreal. I don't know if you do that. I'd for sure. I'd for sure support the Expos, though. Of course. I'll take the over on Stanton missing 60.5 games. But yeah, I'll take that. But the dude missed 80 games last year. That's and he still hit 29 home runs, which was probably even more home runs. I might be lying there.
Jays need to figure out what to do with Biggio. I don't think it's a
31 home runs in
who, Stanton?
How many games? Yeah, 31 home runs in
not many.
110
I agree,
games,
Luca.
so
And that's the next that and maybe Alex Reyes. We keep hearing his name. That would be the ideal player. I think the Orioles make the playoffs. I don't think so next year. I think they might the following year, though. I think they might.
Orioles are the 4th best team in the division, and I think they have a chance to be the 3rd this year. If they get a starter, man, they are going to be probably the best team in the division in 2 years.
It's definitely possible, along with us, of course. What if we got Correa on a 12-year deal, 11-team ops, and we move Bo to second? Correa would be great, though. I think it's between the Mets and the Twins right now. Unfortunately, Bell doesn't play outfield.
I wouldn't go 11. I wouldn't go 11.
Clearly, there's something wrong with his medicals. So yes, get rid of Biggio. Orioles are going to be good. They are going to be very, very, very good. 3 AL teams. John means a lot to the Orioles. John means a lot. That is a great pun. That is phenomenal.
That is good. Yeah.
I'm gonna show you guys just a tweet here by Brandon, the guy who broke the George Springer deal. I want to see your guys' all your thoughts on this, and Peter, you can as well.
Orioles are a top 5 team in the AL East. Yes, they are.
Definitely.
Yes, they are.
All right, so what are your thoughts on this right here, real quick? We're gonna I'll show you. So this is his prediction for the Jays lineup versus righties and lefties, just kind of to show the versatility they have now. So versus righties, Springer, Vlad, Bo, Belt, Kirk, Chapman, Varsho, Witt, Kiermaier, and then against lefties, Springer, Vlad, Bo, Kirk, Chapman, free agent right-handed outfielder McCutcheon, Jano, Espinal, Varsho. Who are we missing versus, because obviously Belt replaced someone. Who would have been?
Belt is DHing.
Kirk
Belt is DHing
okay.
instead of one of the two
catchers.
Got it. Yeah.
Man, we have so much depth. The depth
Yeah,
is
there's a
just
lot of depth. A
unbelievable.
lot of depth on this team. I'd put Varsho. Yeah, no, that makes
It does
sense.
make
That makes
sense.
sense. Varsho sixth, maybe.
Yeah. The fact that our 7, 8, 9 is Vershow, Whit Merrifield, and Kevin Kiermaier, that has to be one of the deepest teams. Versus lefties, Grossman will be awesome. The free agent right-handed outfielder is Belt. He's a lefty. I'm thinking that someone like, well, I was going to say AJ Pollock, but he obviously signed away. I think, you know, Cutchin, Grossman. Who am I missing? I'm missing the obvious one. Duval. Okay.
Duvall. Yeah. Those are the three that are the obvious choices. But maybe they swing a trade, like a low profile type trade. Who knows?
Very possible. If you guys want to keep
Yeah.
up to date with all of our stuff, Jay's Digest YT on Twitter as well. It's Jay's Digest YT if you want to.
Good evening. I'm liking having three left-handers in the lineup daily. Belt Varsho can be boppers and potentially protect Vladdy in the lineup. Yes, that's the thing. When you surround um,
Oh,
your star
I missed it.
guys.
Like Spike. Oops. All right. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for the super
When you
chat.
thank you for sure. Thank you. I don't know what your real name is, but thank you. And when you surround guys like Vladdy and Bo with protection, with power hitters, with guys that hit from different sides of the plate, then it'll help you out a lot. So, yes, you're right.
See you, Facade. Have a great night. Be safe. Be safe as well. And
Thank you again, Fasad.
we'll be
Thank you again.
live. We'll be live more. So hope to see you around. And thank you so much again for all the support tonight, Facade. Take it easy. And thank you again for the super chat there. This is the deepest Jays team since 2015. I agree. Have a good night, Facade. Yeah. Low profile trade for Julio Espinal Ryu. No side in your hands. Versus righties, I would take out Belt and move everyone up. That's probably what's going to happen opening day, you'd think. Could Vershow hit 40 homers if he bats behind Vladdy? 40 might be a bit aggressive, but he has the potential to do it. He really does.
I'd say he hits 28 this year.
28? Yeah,
28.
I'll go 31.
Yeah.
Go 31. I wonder
Okay.
what's his projected home runs on Baseball Reference? I'm gonna have a quick look. It's probably in between ours. He's projected to hit 20 home runs. Seems low.
Yeah, but he's only projected for 474 at bats, which
Yeah.
is
Interesting.
weird to me. I think he's going to be playing every day, so he should get up to 600 at bats.
Yeah. Unless they're maybe thinking he's not going to play against lefties, but I think they just play him against lefties anyway.
Well, I think he will play, but he'll bat lower in the lineup.
Someone needs to clip all these hot takes. We'll do a preseason video on all of our hot takes and predictions. Nick, realistically, where would you put Varsho in the lineup? I think 6th or 7th against righties.
Kraken beat the Habs 4-0. Yes and no.
Just another day. Nick Alvin. Get a like, spike, and the subscribe button if you enjoy the daily Jays content and MLB content we discuss. That's a lot. It's Merrifield, Espinal slots into second.
Possible.
Depends how Merrifield
Espinal
does.
is very good against lefties too, so I wouldn't mind
If
that.
Witt hits 20 home runs, that would be great. I don't know how it's so low for Varsho. I mean, it is in the sense of our team is just stacked. Our offense is stacked against righties. Because you're going Springer, Bichette, Vladdy ahead of Varsho. You're going Kirk ahead of Varsho. Probably Chapman ahead of Varsho. And that leaves him 6.
Well, the projection is low, but like I'll give you this as an example. Gunnar Henderson, who's going to be playing every day for the Baltimore Orioles, barring an injury, is projected to hit 8 home runs in 2023. So, Baseball Reference not entirely reliable on their predictions, and it shows there's probably a 35% chance that Gunnar Henderson is going to hit 8 home runs. Like they're expecting to be wrong. And for Dalton Varsho,
I think it was 79. 79.
Yeah, 79. So that's 20%. That's quite a bit. He could probably hit 25 to 30, maybe even 35. Who knows? It depends if he plays every day, and it also depends on what kind of start he gets off to.
It's a good point, Paris. I set it up with Merrifield for a full year. Put together a really good 44 games with us last year. Only happens if Espinal doesn't come out as hot as he did last year. Yeah, Espinal is an underrated. That was a great trade, and I think he starts, and they Jason Moon, no, that's right. I think he starts, and he he's given the opportunity to be our starting second baseman. And if he doesn't produce, then you have Whit Merrifield there. Like we have so many options for everyone on the team. For our show, should be betting behind, cleaning behind Vladdy, Kirk after our show. It's so hard to do lineups for this.
Yeah, it's tough because, like, maybe I think it's going to be very fluid. The only guys that are really set in stone are probably Springer, Vladdy, and Bo,
And Kirk.
and then the rest.
One of
It
Kirk
all,
or
yeah,
Jansen.
and Kirk, and it
And
all
Chappie, I
depends.
guess.
Like let's say Chapman usually hits seventh or
Yep.
sixth or seventh, and one day they're facing a pitcher that Chapman has a 950 OPS against. He might hit fourth.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
So
Yeah.
it all depends on matchups and how the player's rolling. Like let's say Bo starts to strike out a lot, he might slide down to the fifth spot, get him some better pitches to see. Like it all depends. It's going to be fluid. I don't think there's going to be a lineup that's set in stone, and that's the best way to do it. That's the best way to do it. Harder to game plan against.
Varsho is a pretty classic 5'6" hitter, low OBP, high slugging. I think his OBP is going to improve as well, but yeah, he definitely is a classic 5'6". I think his on base will go higher. I think 2-hit Witt should be starting at second. And Matthew, I agree. I think there's no way they don't, right? There's no way they don't start Witt opening day. Has to happen. Most importantly, is switch
and
Liam
I'll
Hendricks.
say,
Exactly, Eddie. I said that earlier as well, and I agree. Let's wish Liam Hendricks a speedy recovery.
yeah, and I'll say this about Dalton Varsho. I'm looking at his splits here on Baseball Reference. Now, batting fifth last year for the Arizona Diamondbacks in 29 games, so small sample size, 104 at bats, 289 batting average, 336 OBP, 577 slug with a 913 on base plus slugging. That's really really good. If he can replicate that in the fifth spot, Toronto's laughing to the bank.
Craig,
Toronto's laughing.
I don't think. Actually, I know. Belt's not going to play center field. He hasn't really played real outfield that much since 2019. He's going to be DH in first base. Maybe the corners. But I agree with the point that he's going to play for his bat a fair bit, especially just to see what it has left in the tank, which I think at the very least is a veteran presence, great clubhouse guy, stuff like that. But
And another thing with Brandon Belt is that now you don't have to DH one of your catchers, which keeps them healthy. And you don't want to have Danny Jansen DH when Alejandro Kirk is behind the plate because he takes enough wear and tear on his body. And I'm okay if Alejandro Kirk plays 100 games and Danny Jansen plays 80 games and DHs every now and then. I'm okay with that because now you have a legitimate DH and in Springer, Brandon Belt, Vladdy. It's just better. It's a better overall roster.
yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how the catcher split ends up. It probably ends up something like 100. I don't know. They're both so good. It's a good problem to have. We're one of the only teams who has such a good catching tandem like that. Belt is the everyday DH. Probably Nick. There's no chance we get Bauer if you. Yeah, no. There's no. I doubt. There's 0% chance we get Trevor Bauer. 0% chance.
Yeah, 0.
Belt is the everyday DH. Very very possible. And honestly, we really haven't had like a pure like DH like him in a. I guess since Rowdy Tellez, unless I'm missing someone.
Kendrys Morales,
Yeah.
maybe.
Turtle T.
Turtle.
Thank you for the
Thank you, man.
membership. I'll put this up here. It's the monthly membership. You get access to the emotes, stuff like that. Thank you so much, Turtle, for the support. Hope you're doing well. Hope to
Turtle
have
T, baby. Turtle
Turtle
T.
TV. Thank you again, Turtle.
Go.
The catcher
Go
split will be
Habs.
based on who is injured. Honestly, might end up. Let's hope not, but it'll no difference. Belt is a nice pickup as insurance for Vladdy in case of an injury. Last year, I recall Gurriel having to play some first base. It is definitely a good insurance for sure, and you trust him at first base as well. Morales 7 straight games with a dinger. Crazy times. Kendrys Morales. He actually had a really solid year with the. He had a pretty decent
he
career with the
was.
Jays, like better than I thought looking at his baseball savant page.
Hey, I would take him. I would take him right now, man. I would take him right now if he was still in his prime.
Yeah.
Any day.
Maybe Belt is kind of like the Morales signing, except better defensively.
Could be.
Even if Belt is off the
Could
bench,
be.
he'd be a great right-handed hitter to have. That's a really good point as well by Mantis Toboggan. He's a great pinch hitter as well. Keep up the good work, boys. Love the video. Thank you, D-Mock. Thank you for the support.
Thank you.
We'll stay live for five or so minutes here. It's getting late for me, And we didn't plan to have this stream. Like I said earlier, Peter's at his friend's house right now. We quickly fired it up, wanting to get all the thoughts on this move. And we'll have a video for you guys tomorrow as well. So any final questions for the last 5 minutes or so? We need to move Bo to second, then out SB and Witt short. And Bo to second might end up. I think it completely depends how he does at shortstop this year. Straight's is the longest one syllable word. Do you think Varsho will be games behind the plate? No, I don't think so.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, I was asking, do you think Varsho will play games behind the plate? I think he'll probably end up playing like 20, maybe even less.
If someone gets hurt,
completely depends.
That's what it all depends on.
From free agency till now, who have the Jays gotten? Eric Swanson, Adam Macko, that was the first move in the Teoscar trade. Chris Bassett, Brennan Belt, Dalton Varsho. Am I missing anyone?
Julian Jr.
The Fernandezes.
Yeah.
Those are the main moves.
Who else?
I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I believe the Jays will sign Teo next offseason. Wouldn't that be funny?
I don't know if he fits anymore, unless he's a full-time DH.
Replaces Brendan Belt, who knows? Trade Espinal, why not? Trade Espinal. I think Espinal provides us with, he's an excellent defender. I think they keep Espinal. I don't think the value you're going to get back from him. Obviously, you could get a solid reliever, but I don't know. The Teo trade was good because I told us, I like the trades. It set up Chris Bassett signing and get another elite bullpen. Do you think Kikuchi will rebound? I think he finishes with like a 4.3 ERA next year. That's my thoughts on
it. And Drew Hutchinson as well.
Shout
out to Paris. He's right.
Pete the Greek and Nicky G. Jordan. How you doing, Jordan? Thank you for the membership as well. I saw that you became a member. I think it was off stream, but thank you for that. Do you think that the Jays will sign Yoenis? I feel like maybe 5 years ago.
No.
Not anymore, though, fortunately.
Do you think Kikuchi will rebound? I think so. I personally think so. And I've been on record saying that I personally don't like him as a pitcher, but I do think he has a bounce back season in 2023.
I think a 4.3 ERA. I think 4.3 ERA.
His stuff's too good, man, to just not be good. Doesn't make sense to me. We'll see.
Thank you, Jordan. It means a lot. It's been a great stream. We finally made a move. Hopefully we have another one of these soon. If we sign Kutchin or our fourth outfielder, we can discuss it with you guys. Compared to Hutchinson, Jacob deGrom. It's too crazy. I will have a look at that. Need Kutch right.
They better not make another move tonight, man, because Nick's going to bed soon. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I'll stay up for a little bit. But yeah, I think the final moves in the offseason, I think the ideal would be Alex. I think the most realistic scenario. What do you think, Peter? Alex Reyes and Andrew McCutchen. That would be my dream realistic scenario. I think those two there would be.
Yeah.
I
like that.
I would really like our chances in the AL East to win it if we have those two. Johnny Cueto still hasn't signed. His name has been out there. I don't think we get him.
I'd wait. I would honestly wait though for a starter, because what if Ricky Tiedemann really looks good in spring training and he's ready by midseason? That's one possibility. Then Yusei Kikuchi, maybe he looks really good and wins that job. And yeah, so you gotta wait. But I think the Jays are in a really good spot right now. I'm not worried.
Jordan, I don't remember who it was though, which I feel like that's bad. But I know I definitely read about it. I was on the news, I think. That was a while ago, wasn't it? When was that? The Winter Olympics. Gold medal. Who was it, Jordan? McCutchen would be like Granderson deal. That's a pretty good comparison. I think it's very good. I do think Cutchin has a bit more left in the tank on the defensive side than Granderson did when we signed him. But probably similar offense. How do you guys feel about Liam Hendricks? Really sad. I just hope he gets better. And, we've obviously talked about trades for him before that, but now it's all just focused on him getting better, and he seems like a great guy from when he was in the Jays and now the White Sox. So prayers up to Liam Hendricks. Hopefully he gets better.
I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Brad Gouge, yeah, I watched a lot of Brad Gouge. Lots of him curling. Our roster. Jeez. Belt hasn't played much now, but yeah, we'll wrap it up now, guys. The support has been unbelievable. Bit of a last minute stream. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed it. Shout out to Facade. Shout out to Guy. Shout out to everyone who donated and just watching. Yeah. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Everyone who did that. Thank you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed chilling with us, discussing the belt move. It was fun. It means a lot.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. We have a video coming out tomorrow. It'll be a full breakdown and analysis of this Brandon Belt deal. And we thanks, Johnny. And we'll probably have a couple videos on the Brandon Belt, because honestly opens up a lot of moves and a lot, maybe future trade to come. Appreciate y'all's great stream. Thanks, Johnny. Thanks, Spike. Thanks again for
Thanks,
signing on.
guys. Thank you.
Matthew,
Appreciate it.
everyone. Thanks for watching, and have a great night. And we'll see you guys, I guess, in tomorrow's video and another live stream very, very soon. So we'll see you guys then. See you, Raphael. Thank you.